So something I forgot to mention in the video that I thought would be really important to address is I am going to be talking about suicide, so if that's a trigger for you or if you're sensitive to that kind of thing, definitely click away. I'm not going to be going into details, but it's going to be mentioned, so just be aware of that.
I have filmed this video 3 different times, and with each passing moment, I want to kill myself even more. Which I guess brings us into the story. I got sent to the psych ward because I tried to drown myself in a tub, and it didn't work, clearly. Unfortunately, sometimes I be thinking low-key. Anyway, I literally have no pants on. Oh my god. I just realized my foot was in that shot. Let me die. So I checked myself into this hospital, my parents of course, and I was waiting there for 2 days. Literally waiting in a hospital bed for 2 fucking days. And nobody came in to check on me. I wasn't even in a room, by the way. I was in this sectioned off part, divided by a curtain in the middle of the lobby. So I was hearing babies screaming. I was hearing people get the news broken to them that their loved ones had just died during an operation. I heard everything. I heard some lady shit her pants. It was audible. I heard it with my own 2 motherfucking ears. And I will never be the same after that. I don't think that I can even begin to give the situation justice just by telling a story. Like I said, I was sitting in this hospital bed for 2 days, and this ambulance comes to pick me up at 1 in the morning, transfer me to a different hospital. I have wine all up in my braces. It was 1 in the morning, and so they take me there, they strap me to the, what is that? What is it called? Give me a damn minute. Stretcher. They strapped me to this stretcher. Siren was going off and everything. Shit was blaring. 1 in the morning, going down the street. Everybody knew, bitch. Everybody knew. Everybody was well aware. They show me to my room. They tell me to put my bag of clothes up at the front desk because they had to spray it down with hydrogen peroxide because they had lice and fleas there. They had lice and fleas there so often that they had to daily spray down everybody's clothes with hydrogen peroxide to kill the lice. So I've heard a lot of different people, when I talk to people about it, people have very, very, very different experiences than me. I was in this really, really small rehab center. It was probably only maybe 13 other kids with me. So I had to choose my friends very wisely because there were some tweaked out motherfuckers in that joint, and I'm just gonna keep it 100, they were scary as shit. There was some 7-year-old kid, and we were playing Monopoly. Let's call him Rupert, okay? So I asked Rupert, I said, Rupert, you are 7 years old, why the fuck are you in a psych ward? And turns out he killed his cat. He put his cat in the motherfucking washing machine. And he turned the washing machine on. Everybody's in there for different reasons. Like, one of the kids that I was friends with, he just violated parole, because he tried to kill his teacher with a chair or some shit. I don't even know. Basically, there were a lot of different people in there for different stuff. So immediately, as soon as I got there, I said bye to they had me say bye to my parents, and they took me into this room after I put my clothes up at the front desk, and they straight up did not beat around the bush. They were like, take your clothes off. I was like, bitch, I am 15. I've gone 15 years without being pedophiled, and I would like to keep that streak up. They were like, no, we have to check you for wounds, bruises, like self-harm, scars, so you leave with the same amount of scars, bumps, bruises that you had before, and if you need medical attention, we're a hospital, that's what we do. So it's like, I've had a long 2 days. I've had a very long 2 days. I don't feel like scrapping with these motherfuckers right now because I just want to go to bed. After that, they sent me to bed. I walked into the room. This motherfucking bed was so disgusting. The sheets looked like they had not been washed for years. I mean, piss stain. Sheets were almost like paper. Like, they were so thin because we were on suicide watch, and you know how, like, in prison when people, like, they, like, hang themselves with their sheets? That's what they were trying to avoid. So, like, if you try to hang yourself, it'll just rip and tear. So they had us sleeping on these musty ass, makeshift hobo ass sheets. And first of all, my roommate slept every night just fine. But the nurses would not shut the fuck up. Like I said, this was a very small facility. Their voices echoed, and they were scrapping, they were talking about drama, they were airing out their dirty laundry, they were doing all the shit. Like, they were going at it, like, they were, like, I swear to God, I think they were, like, cage fighting out there. Like, I don't even know what the fuck they were doing.
You're a joke. You're a joke. You're a joke because you're so fucking damn confident thinking you're going on a fucking I am! You are not gonna be I am!
It kept me up all night, and I did not sleep a single second that I was there. And I don't know if you know this, but after a couple days of not sleeping, you begin to hallucinate. And so I kept thinking that there was a literal clown trying to break into me and my roommate's room. He was scary as shit. He looked like that bitch from American Horror Story, one that, like, went all stabby on that blonde girl. What's his name? Twisty. The first morning, they wake us up, ass crack of dawn. They would call us out of our rooms, and we had to take attendance, and they took our vitals, and then we all sat in this common room. Every single morning, we would have to read the rules of the ward, and these rules were extensive. Like, they were so weirdly fucking specific. So my personal favorite rule was you are not allowed to form a cult or become blood brothers or sisters with any of your roommates or fellow patients. For breakfast, the food in general was fucking disgusting. And I was vegetarian at the time, and they forced me to eat meat, and you're gonna eat it or you're gonna eat nothing at all. And I was like, bitch, I probably already have ringworm, lice, fucking scabies.
I don't need diarrhea too.
So I didn't eat that morning, and I was starving. I asked one of the nurses, I was like, yo, you trying to hook me up with a bag of crackers or some shit? Like, he was like,
you're gonna sit down and you're gonna wait till lunch like the rest of these bitches.
I didn't hold back. I said,
I swear to motherfucking God, if you think that I'm gonna sit here and wait another 5 hours to eat your shitty prison food, you are damn wrong.
Of course I didn't say that because if you disrespect the staff, you get put in there longer. So I just said it in my head. But, I put that bitch in her place, just know. But I was talking to my roommate at lunch, and she was like, yo, like, what do they put you on? I said, they said that they put me on Prozac. So she was like, oh yeah, my friend snorted a Prozac once, and she was crying on the ground because she thought she was a snail. And I was like, okay, I don't really know what that has to do with me, but I appreciate the information, and that's actually really funny. There was this little kid there. He was probably like 9 or 10, and he was in there because he had really bad anger issues, and he didn't want to eat his lunch, and he was putting up a fight. Like, the nurses were not having it, but he was not backing down. He really stuck it out, and so much so that he was running around the common room screaming at the top of his lungs, and they tackled him to the ground and they booty juiced him in front of everyone. And I was like, okay, we did not need to see that, but whatever, man. And then they threw him in the quiet room. I have never been in the quiet room, but basically what happens when you misbehave is They throw you in this room that is really similar to the ones that they have in movies where it's like padding, but instead of like this like nice like cotton padding, it was like gym mats from like elementary school. Basically they call it the quiet room, and he got locked in there for the rest of the day. And it was so annoying because he was screaming. I was like, bitch, I'm trying to enjoy my meal. Like, I don't need some 8-year-old bitch ass like tweaked out motherfucker screaming while I'm trying to eat this shitty prison food. Like, I'm already having a bad day. I got Twisty the Clown standing in the corner of the room acting like he's gonna kill me with a fucking knife in his hand. I'm not having a good day. I'm not having a good day.
So something else that I actually forgot to mention in the video, this happened a couple days before I got there, so like I wasn't actually there for it, but basically the staff gives everybody their own little bar of soap for showers, and I guess this one girl was cleaning herself, and she accidentally got the bar of soap stuck up her ass, and then she started crying because like they couldn't get it out, and then it melted inside her butthole. So yeah, back to the video.
So one of the kids that I was friends with, we'll call him Ethan. So Ethan and I got pretty close the last like 2 days or so that I was there. He was the kid that tried to kill his teacher with a chair. We were just like talking, and he was like, hey, do you see that nurse over there? And I was like, yeah. He's like, do you see how thick his glasses are? Like, yeah, bitch, I got eyes. Like, I can see how thick his glasses are. He's like, I bet if I took them off and
If I killed him,
he wouldn't even know it was me. And I was like, so what made you say that? He was like,
the voices.
so anyway, we were like besties, but he was weird, but he was also like low-key a pathological liar. Like, he tried to tell me that, he was like, one time I smoked 18 grams of weed. I was like, bitch, you are literally a twink, and I could probably eat you whole. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So I'm actually getting really tired. I had a lot to drink, and I really have to take a shit, so I think I'm gonna end the video here, but I hope you enjoyed. Maybe I'll give a part 2. Feel free to leave a comment. I don't give a shit what it is. I don't care. Tell me you fucked your grandma. I don't fucking care. Boost me, because the world needs to know.
Last bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. Big Birkin bag, hold 5, 6 figures. Stripes on my ass, so he call it pussy figure.